Okay, na? Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Very glad to see you. So, today in the morning session, you people have attempted grant test number 6. So, overall 6 grant tests are successfully completed. Only 4 grant tests are remained. So, my suggestion is to focus on uncovered or complicated concepts. Okay, na? And show your 100% efficiency in upcoming 4 grant tests. Okay. See, question number 91, Amma. Read the following 6 statements regarding taxonomy categories and choose the correct option. A. An order is an assemblage of related families that show a few similar characteristic features. Absolutely correct. Order is a group of closely related families with few similar characters. Order is a group of closely related families with a few similar characteristic features. Or instead of that, we can say like families with a few similar characters will be assembled. Families with a few similar characters will be assembled to form order. A is correct. And C, convolvulaceae and solanaceae are placed under the order polymoniales, mainly based on floral characters. Direct NCRT line amma. Plant families like solanaceae and convolvulaceae. Plant families like solanaceae and convolvulaceae belong to the order polymoniales, which depend on number of floral characters. Okay. And the next one, D, option D. The order Carnivora includes families such as Felidae and Canidae. Cat belongs to Felidae and dog belongs to Canidae. So here Felidae and Canidae both belong to the order Carnivora. No ambiguity at all. D is correct. And E. Classes including fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals are placed under the phylum Chordata due to the presence of notochord and dorsal hollow neural system. Amma? Fish, amphibia, reptilia, birds are aves and mammalia. All these are different animal classes. All these animal classes belong to the phylum Chordata. All those chordates exhibit similar characters like presence of notochord, dorsal tubular nerve cord, pharyngeal gill slits, and post-anal tail. Basically, in chordates, nerve cord or CNS is single, dorsal, hollow, and non-ganglionated. Understood? So that is why option E is correct. Overall, A, C, D, and E are correct. Answer is 1. And the next one. Question number 127. Question number 127. Lichen means association between fungus and algae. Lichen, fig wasp, mycorrhiza, orchid bee, epiphyte mango, barnacle whale, sea anemone and clownfish. How many of above showing mutualism? See, lichen, it shows mutualism. Fig and wasp, mutualism 2. Mycorrhiza, association between fungus and roots of higher plants. Mycorrhiza also represents mutualism. Lichen 1, fig wasp 2, mycorrhiza 3. Orchid and bee, again mutualism 4. Epiphyte mango, commensalism. Barnacle whale, commensalism. Sea anemone and clownfish, commensalism. Means total 4 examples represent mutualism. 128. Regarding life history variations, which among the following is correct? Option 1, breeding once in lifetime bamboo. My dear students, some organisms reproduce only once in their lifetime. Are some organisms breed only once in their lifetime? Example, Pacific salmon, no. Yes, Pacific salmon fish and bamboo tree. Some organisms breed or some organisms reproduce only once in their lifetime. Best example, Pacific salmon fish and bamboo tree. So here they are asking incorrect amount. So option 1 is correct. Option 2, breeding many times in lifetime, birds. Yes, birds and mammals breed or reproduce several times in their lifetime. Absolutely correct. Answer 2 is correct. Third one, production of large number of small sized offspring mammals. Incorrect. Birds and mammals can produce less number of large sized individuals. Birds and mammals can produce less number of large sized individuals. So 3 is incorrect. 129. A process in which the fitness of one species is significantly increased in the presence of another species can be defined as. Here, fortunately, in the bracket they have mentioned plus and 0. Obviously, plus and 0 represent commensalism. In case of commensalism, one organism is benefited, it is represented as plus, and another one is neither benefited nor affected, it is represented as 0. Answer is 4. Question number 130, statement 1. The size of a population for any species is not a static parameter. Absolutely correct. Statement 2. Depending on various factors including food availability, predation pressure, and adverse weather, population keeps changing with time. Both the statements are absolutely correct. Direct NCERT lines, no ambiguity at all. So answer is 1. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. 131. They have given 3 pyramids, population or age pyramids. So pyramid A represents rapid growth. Pyramid B represents stable growth. Pyramid 3 represents declining or diminishing age pyramid or negative age pyramid. Here pyramid 3 does not look like pyramid at all. In case, why do we call this as negative growth? Andre, in case of pyramid number 3, pre-reproductive individuals are less in number. When we move from pre-reproductive period to reproductive period, number of organisms increases. Or when we move from reproductive period to post-reproductive period, number of organisms decreases. So it doesn't look like pyramid at all. Hence the name negative pyramid. Answer is 2. A, rapid growth. B, stable growth. C, negative growth. 134. Which of the following statement is correct? Which of the following statement is correct? Obviously, option 3 is correct. Stellar's sea cow is an extinct animal. Stellar's sea cow was extincted in Russia. Understood? 135. Introduction of alien species into new area leads to a threat to extinction of indigenous species. 100% absence of natural predators. Answer is 3. 136. Select the incorrect pair with respect to recent extinction. Stellar's sea cow was extincted in Russia, not Indonesia. So 1 is incorrect. Thylacine Australia, Quagga Africa, Dodo Mauritius. Absolutely correct. Answer 1 is incorrect. 137. Assertion. Annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates and chordates are coelomates. Absolutely. Because in those animals, accurate space is present between body wall and gut wall. And see that particular coelom is lined by mesodermal layer or mesoderm. Reason, in Annelida, body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead of mesoderm, scattered mesodermal pouches are present. Absolutely wrong. Because this statement represents pseudocoelom. In case of Annelida, we can see true coelom, but they have given information related to pseudocoelom. Understood? See, in Aschelminthes, coelom is absent, but instead of coelom, scattered mesodermal pouches are present. Assertion is right and reason is wrong. Answer is 3. 138. Parapodia are A. Lateral appendages, C. Present in aquatic annelids. D. Help in swimming. Parapodia are seen in aquatic annelids like Nereis. Parapodia are commonly called lateral appendages. Parapodia, plural. Parapodium, singular. Parapodia or lateral appendages are commonly found in aquatic annelids like Nereis or sandworm. Parapodia or lateral appendages are responsible for swimming and respiration. Answer is 3, A, C and D. All the following characters are common to both arthropoda and mollusca except obviously jointed appendages. Presence of jointed legs or jointed appendages is one of the key feature of phylum arthropoda, not mollusca. Answer is 4. Question number 140. Choose the incorrect statements from the following. A. Hemichordates have rudimentary structure in collar region. Correct. But they are asking incorrect. B. Vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart. Absolutely correct. C. Well-developed muscular pharynx is seen in cnidarians. Wrong. Well-developed muscular pharynx is seen in Aschelminthes. In Aschelminthes, alimentary canal or gut is complete with well-developed muscular pharynx. C is incorrect. D. The space between mantle and shell is called mantle cavity. C and D are incorrect because the space between mantle and shell is not mantle cavity. Understood? Skin forms a protective layer around the visceral organs called mantle. The space present between visceral organs and mantle is called mantle cavity. In mantle cavity, feather-like gills are present which are responsible for respiration and excretion. Answer is 4. C and D are incorrect. Next. Question number 150, Amma. 150. Choose correct option from the following. A. Frog belongs to the phylum Chordata, 100%. B. Amphibians are first tetrapods, accurately correct. C. Nictitating membrane protects eyes when frogs in water. No change at all, 100% correct. D. In frog skin is moist, scaleless, smooth and slippery. Here A, B, C and D, all these options are crystal clear. Answer is 4. 151. Read the following statements carefully. A. Metameric segmentation. B. Both circular and longitudinal muscles are responsible for locomotion. C. Osmoregulation and excretion take place by nephridia. D. Neural system includes paired ganglia, lateral nerves and double ventral nerve cord. No ambiguity at all. All these characteristic features represent phylum Annelida. Answer is 4. 152. Choose correct option from the following. Option A. In Urochordata, notochord is present only in tail of larva and absent in adult stage. Correct. B. In Cephalochordata, notochord is present throughout the life. Correct. C. In vertebrata, notochord is present only in embryonic stage, but in adult stage, notochord is replaced by vertebral column. A, B and C are correct. Answer is 1. 153. A chronic smoker shows damaged alveolar walls leading to reduced respiratory surface. Which disease is this condition called? Emphysema. Emphysema is a chronic disorder. One of the major causes of emphysema is smoking tobacco, smoking cigarettes. In case of emphysema damages the walls of alveoli. Emphysema damages the walls of alveoli. Due to this, respiratory surface area for exchange of gases decreases. So answer is 3. 154. Statement 1. Serum differs from plasma by absence of fibrinogen. 100% correct because fibrinogen is a blood clotting factor. Basically, in plasma, blood clotting factors are present, namely fibrinogen and prothrombin. In plasma, blood clotting factors are present, namely fibrinogen and prothrombin. Plasma without blood clotting factors is called serum. That is why option 1 is, statement 1 is correct. Statement 2. Serum cannot participate in coagulation reactions. Serum doesn't play any role in blood coagulation. Serum does not play any role in blood coagulation. Why? Because serum does not have blood clotting factors. Due to the absence of blood clotting factors, serum does not play any role in blood clotting or blood coagulation. Statement 192 are correct. 155. Which of the following statements regarding regulation of cardiac activity is correct? Option 3. They are asking correct. Adrenal medullary hormones increase cardiac output. Option 3 is correct. Option 1. Parasympathetic nerves increase heart rate and cardiac output. Wrong. Parasympathetic nerves decrease, not increase. Option 1 is incorrect. Option 2. Sympathetic nerves decrease strength of ventricular contraction. Wrong. Sympathetic nerves increase, not decrease. That's why go through option 3. Adrenal medullary hormones like epinephrine or adrenaline and norepinephrine or noradrenaline, these two hormones increase rate of heartbeat as well as cardiac output. Answer is 3. 156. Urine is stored in urinary bladder until voluntary CNS signal. If urinary bladder fills with urine, immediately stretch receptors send signals to CNS. And when CNS sends voluntary signals and motor messages, micturition will be occurred. That's why urine is stored in urinary bladder until CNS sends voluntary signals. Answer is 2. 157. Consider the following statements regarding skeletal muscle fiber. So it means we have to choose correct statements. A. Muscle fiber is a syncytium as it is multinucleated. Correct. B. Sarcolemma is a thin membrane enclosing the sarcoplasm. Correct. C. Sarcoplasmic reticulum is continuous with T tubule. Wrong. D. Myofibrils show alternate dark A band and light I band. Correct. E. H zone disappears during muscle contraction. Correct. So A, B, D and E are correct. 158. Which of the following statements are correct? Vertebral column consists of 26 vertebrae in humans. Correct. B. Cervical vertebrae are 7 in number. Absolutely correct. C. Thoracic vertebrae are 12 in number. 100% correct. D. Lumbar vertebrae are 12 in number. Wrong. Number of lumbar vertebrae 5. That is why A, B, C are correct. Answer is 2. 159. Identify the correct sequence representing nerve impulse or action potential generation during propagation through axon. So first Bira, stimulus applied at the site on polarized membrane. Next D, influx of sodium ions. Next A, depolarization. Influx of sodium ions, due to influx of sodium ions mean migration of sodium ions from ECF to exoplasm. Due to influx of sodium ions, automatically depolarization occurs. And last one C, generation of action potential or nerve impulse. Answer is 4. B, D, A, C. Question number 160. Which hormone is released by posterior pituitary? 100% oxytocin. Basically, oxytocin and vasopressin or ADH hormones are secreted from hypothalamus, but posterior pituitary stores and releases oxytocin and vasopressin multiple times. We have discussed regarding this. Answer is 2. 161. A patient shows low blood pressure, low sodium level, dehydration and muscle weakness. Which hormone deficiency is most likely responsible? Obviously deficiency of aldosterone. Answer is 2. Because aldosterone hormone helps in reabsorption of sodium ion and water in DCT. And next one, 162. Seminiferous tubule. 3. Meiosis and sperm formation occurs. B1, rete testis. 1 of male sex accessory duct. C2, Leydig cells. Leydig cells secrete androgens. D4, prepuce. Sorry, D4. No, amma. D5. D5, prepuce. Terminal skin of penis. A3, B1, C2, D5, not 4. 163. Statement 1. Human chorionic gonadotropin is secreted by placenta after implantation. Correct. Statement 2. During later stage of pregnancy, relaxin is secreted from ovary. Both the statements are correct. Answer is 1. 164. The given figure represents a stage of embryonic development. Identify the stage with its feature. Obviously, the given diagram represents marula. It is formed by cleavage division of zygote. Answer is 3. 165. A school plans an awareness program on reproductive health, which goals best reflect a comprehensive and age-appropriate approach. Answer is 4. Providing accurate information on puberty, emotions, consent, contraception and STIs. Answer is 4. 166. Assertion. IUT, intrauterine transfer, comes under in vitro ART method. 100% correct. Reason. ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, comes under in vivo ART method. Wrong. ICSI comes under in vitro, not in vivo. Here assertion is true, reason is false. Answer is 3. 167. Which bacterium causes typhoid fever? By invading the intestinal mucosa and spreading via blood. Obviously, Salmonella typhi, it is gram-negative bacterium. Salmonella typhi, answer is 1. 168. In Miller's experiment, the mixture simulating primitive atmosphere contained which gases? No ambiguity, direct statement. Answer is 1. Methane, ammonia, hydrogen and water vapor. Methane, ammonia, hydrogen, water vapor placed in spark chamber. Answer is 1. 169. A biologist studied the population of rats in a ban. He found that the average natality was 250, average mortality 240, immigration 20 and emigration 30. The net increase in population is. Just a minute. So here we have to choose birth rate plus immigration minus death rate plus emigration equation. Here natality andre birth rate. Here birth rate was 250. Then immigration was 20. Death rate was 240. And emigration was 30. And applying that birth rate 250 plus immigration 20 minus death rate 240 plus emigration 30. 250 plus 20 270 minus 240 plus 30 270. 270 minus 270 0. Answer is 3. Question number 170. Statement 1. Vaccines introduce antigens to build memory. 100% correct. Statement 2. They provide passive immunity. Vaccines provide active immunity, not passive immunity. Vaccination comes under artificial active acquired immunity, not passive immunity. Vaccination comes under artificial active acquired immunity, but immunization comes under artificial passive acquired immunity. Answer is 2. Statement 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. 171. Alcohol abuse primarily damages which organ? Liver. Called liver cirrhosis. Here 172. Statement 1. For organ transplantation, tissue matching and blood group matching are essential. Otherwise, recipient's immune system will reject donor's transplanted organ, called graft rejection. Statement 1 is absolutely correct. Statement 2, cell-mediated immune response and T lymphocytes play a role in graft rejection. No ambiguity. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. Answer is 1. 173. Which one of the following statement regarding BOD is correct? Option 1. The greater the BOD of wastewater, more is its pollution potential. Absolutely correct. If BOD is more, it represents that particular water is highly polluted. Answer is 1. 174. Match the column. Biogas plant A. 3. KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Commission. B. Sewage treatment plant. 1. Ministry of Environment and Forest. C. Streptococcus. 2. Clotbuster. D. 4. trichoderma, immune suppressive agent. E5, aspergillus. Secret citric acid. Answer is 2. The remaining questions are botany, amma. Thank you. And all the best for tomorrow's exam. So today grand test 6 completed, tomorrow 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 4 exams are remaining. Thank you.
So good afternoon students. Again we are here to do the discussion related to grand test number 6. So question number 92, correct about the protists they are asking. So first statement is wrong because protists are unicellular, actually they mention multicellular, it is wrong. Second option, they form sporangia, they mention they won't form sporangioma, they are actually forming plasmodium. So third option is correct, dinoflagellates have cellulosic based cell walls because they form stiff cellulosic plates. That is the logic. Next 93, related to phycomycetes what they have said. So this is the related to habitat, all the four are correct for this. They are growing in aquatic, decaying, moist, damp places and also obligate parasites on plant. So there are many parasites, mustard on that we can see these phycomycetes are growing. Next 94, has chloroplast with pyrenoids there. Now remember, pyrenoids is a structure which is going to store the food which is present in the chlorophysi members. So pyrenoids have proteins besides starch, only chlorophysi members. Among them chlorophysi member is one, green algae, first one. Next, incorrect related to liverworts. So liverworts, fourth option is incorrect because gemme are green multicellular asexual birds. They are mentioning gem are produced by sporophytes. No, they are going to produced by gametophytes. See, these liverworts and mosses are basically belongs to bryophytes. In the bryophytes, dominant phase is gametophyte. On the gametophyte, sporophyte is dependent. So, gemma is a structure related to asexual bud and it is developed by the gametophyte. Next question 96. Most decisive evolutionary advantage of seed plants is. See, this seed plants, this is there in the sexual reproduction chapter. Seeds provide several advantages to the angiosperms because angiosperms are not dependent on water for their reproduction, but they are dependent on seed for dispersal to other areas. So third option, independence from the water for fertilization. See, if you see bryophytes, algae, even the pteridophytes dependent on water for fertilization. But angiosperms are not dependent because they are dependent on seed formation. Next. So 98, anaphase of mitosis and anaphase 2 of meiosis are identical. So mitotic anaphase and anaphase 2 both are similar. In both cases, sister chromatids are separated, splitting of centromere, chromatids will move to the opposite poles. Whereas in anaphase 1, homologous chromosomes are separated. So if you observe here, after separation of the chromosomes, suppose this is the structure, after separation, one chromosome will be divided into two chromatids. So one chromosome after division, this is one, chromosome number will be increased. Second one correct ma? Next, third one, chromosomal recombination, no. Chromatid segregation, yes. So second and fourth. Next, 99. Leaves originate from shoot apical meristem arranged in basipetal order. No, their leaves are arranged in acropetal order. Young leaves are at the tip, mature leaves are at the base. Arrangements of veins and veinlets, they are mentioning inflorescence. No, arrangement of flowers on a floral axis, that is called inflorescence. Next, C. Fruit consists of all pericarp and seeds. Yes, C is correct. D is also incorrect. So it is not a thick epicarp, it is a thin epicarp actually. So except C, remaining all are incorrect. Glycolysis does not include. It does not include oxygen release. ATP will be produced. ATP is going to utilized. Oxidation of triosugar, G3P, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, undergo oxidation to form 1,3 bisphosphoglyceric acid. That is also happening. So fourth one is the answer for that. Next one. 101, true false. First statement, they are mentioning when bulliform cells are flaccid, they make leaves curl inwards to minimize the water loss. Bulliform cells are present on upper epidermis of the monocot leaf, the leaf will curl inwards when they lose the water. That last condition is called flaccid. So A is true. Dicot leaves, size of vascular bundle dependent on size of veins because in dicot leaves, the main vein is midrib, veins and veinlets are there. Variation in the size of the veins. Inside the veins, who are there? Vascular bundles. So, size of vascular bundle dependent on size of veins because vascular bundles are present inside the veins. B is also correct. Abaxial epidermis bear more stomata than the adaxial. Abaxial means below, adaxial means above. Above less number of stomata, below more number of stomata in the dicot leaves. Whereas monocot leaf, both surfaces same is there. So all three are correct now. 1 or 2. In chloroplast, electron transport chain is located in thylakoid membrane. Direct question. Chemiosmotic hypothesis, they are mentioning all the 4. In that, how many are correct they are asking. Except 3, remaining 3 are correct. Why 3 is wrong? NADP reductase enzyme located on stroma side of the membrane and its function leads to removal of protons from the stroma. Okay, wait, not the 3. Actually, second one. As electrons move through the photosystems, photons are transported across the membrane. Primary acceptor of electron transmits the electron to electron carrier, they are mentioning. Second statement, if you observe, PQ, V is not a electron carrier, but a hydrogen carrier. But they are mentioning here electron carrier. In that case, it is wrong. Next, 104. Productivity and yield of C4 is more than C3. Why? Because in the C4, there is no photo respiration going to happen here. That is the logic. Next, just a minute. Sound vastunda? Next, 105. First stable product of C4 pathway is. So the first stable product is going to be the second one, that is oxaloacetic acid, OAA. Next, 106. In Krebs cycle. So what is going to happen? Acetyl coenzyme A undergo 4 oxidations and 2 decarboxylations. Yes, it is correct. Acetyl coenzyme A going to form citric acid, 1 decarboxylation. Sorry, citric acid, there is conversion. Citric acid to alpha ketoglutaric acid, 1 decarboxylation and also oxidation there. Alpha ketoglutaric acid to succinyl coenzyme A, it is also release of another decarboxylation. So 2 decarboxylations are there. 3 NADH production, 1 FADH production. So totally 4 oxidations. First option. Next, 107. They are mentioning substrate S, that is a pyruvate, contains how many carbons? 3 carbons. T, that is a citrate, contains 6 carbons. And U, that is oxaloacetic acid, 4 carbon. 108. Which ion acts as a cofactor for pyruvate dehydrogenase? It is magnesium. We know that already. Magnesium and also coenzyme A is required and NAD is also required here. Next one, N6 furfuryl aminopurine is a kinetin. Next, incorrect statement they are asking. So fourth one is incorrect in this. Why? Because maize root apical meristem per hour, it is going to produce 17,500 cells. They are mentioning 18,000. Next, body of the ovule fuses with funicle, the reason called hilum. Amorphophallus flower provides the safe places for laying of eggs. That is the third one. Next, 113. Black pepper and beet. These are the structures or the examples that contain the perisperm. That is a residual persistent nucellus. Next, 114. So, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. This is going to produce 4 kinds of gametes. A, B, B. Directly you can form this. A, B, B, C, C and D, D. Next, 115. F1 generation obtained after crossing tall and dwarf plants was. F1 generation, all are tall. Alleles are going to be different forms of a gene. Next, Punnett square use it to? It is going to use to calculate the probability of the genotypes. Next, second option for them. 118, right? 117 is going to be second option, fine. 118, codominance. F1 generation express traits of both parents. Yes, if father is A, mother is B, baby is going to be AB blood group. Both alleles are expressed themselves equally. Both are correct and correct explanation. Answer A, first option. 119, direct question. A is going to produce A blood group, B produce B blood group, AB going to produce AB blood group. The last one going to produce blood group O. So answer here is going to be the first one. Next, 120. Deoxyribonucleotide, second carbon of sugar lack the oxygen. Yes, deoxy, the name itself say oxygen atom is less at the second carbon. Next, absence of oxygen distinguish deoxyribonucleotides from ribonucleotides. Yes, both are correct. Purines are larger than pyrimidines. Correct. Why? Because purines are double ring structures. Pyrimidines are single ring structures. So correct and correct explanation. 122. 2 strands of DNA coiled in right-handed fashion. Correct. Bases projected outside. So second one is wrong, ma. Bases actually projected inside. Next, pitch of the helix 3.4 correct. Complete turn contains 10 base pairs, approximately 10 base pairs correct. So except 2, remaining 3 are correct. 123, capping. See here, to the HNRNA, intron, exon, this condition is there. To this, at the 5' end, methyl guanosine triphosphate is going to get added at the 5' end. This is going to be called as capping. And removal of the exons and joining of introns is going to be called splicing. Whereas at the 3' end, addition of 200 to 300 adenylate residues, this is going to be called as a tailing. That is the logic. So if you observe capping, that is related to third option, addition of methyl guanosine. Tailing related to 1. Splicing related to 2. HNRNA is the primary transcript. Why it is called primary transcript? It is the first product. So it is going to be first option. Next, 124. tRNA has an anticodon loop. Correct? Anticodon helps in recognize specific lipids. Wrong, ma. Reason is wrong. Why reason is wrong? Because it is going to connected with the specific amino acids. Assertion is correct. Reason is wrong. 125. So among these three, C is incorrect because RNA evolved first. Later, DNA is arised from the RNA. So A, B and D are correct. C is incorrect. 126. The diagram is related to termination of transcription. So RNA polymerase, rho factor and RNA are there. So answer is the second one. Next one. Organisms and population. 132. Inverted pyramid of biomass. You can see in case of the aquatic ecosystem. Stratification is observed in both tropical rainforest and also deciduous rainforest. Next, ma'am. So I think it is the end of botany questions. Next, 141. The A is the outermost non-living layer of plant cell. Cell wall ma A. B primarily made up of, it is made up of cellulose. It provides dash mechanical protection. And E is the layer found between. So E between the two layers is going to be cell to cell interaction, middle lamella. Next, F is going to be the calcium pectate. Middle lamella made up of calcium pectate. 142. Endoplasmic reticulum is related to packaging of products. Sorry, steroidal lipids. Do you know? Question number 124. SCR going to produce lipid-like steroidal hormones in the animals. So A is going to be 3. So answer is going to be the second one, B4, C2 and D1. 143. How many are natural PGRs? Natural PGRs in this IAA indole acetic acid. NAA is a not natural, it is artificial. NAA and 2,4-D. GA3 is found in the plants, first discovered and most intensively studied. Zeatin is also come, it was arised from corn kernels and coconut milk. Kinetin is not a natural, it is actually cytokinin. Kinetin is related to herring sperm DNA, not natural occurring in plants. Ethylene is correct. Ethylene is found in the tissues. Ethylene. Next, after that, ethifon is artificial. ABA is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So answer is the third option. Meiosis 2 is often called. Think equational division because it is same like mitosis. Because 2n diploid cell after meiosis 1 will produce 2 haploid cells. These 2 haploid cells undergo meiosis 2 and produces 4 haploid cells. So meiosis 2 is a equational. Number of chromosomes in the parent and also progeny both are same. That is the logic. Next. The number of chromosomes in the daughter cells of meiosis 2 remains same. That as haploid cells produced after mitosis. So both are correct and correct explanation you can observe here. 145. So prophase of meiosis they are asking. So A is synapsis during zygote, correct. Recombination nodule during packaging, correct. C chiasmata first visible during diakinesis stage, correct, because dissolution of synaptonymal complex. Then synaptonymal complex dissolved during diplotin. It is wrong, it is actually diakinesis. Terminalization of chiasmata packaging, it is also wrong. A, B, C are correct. Next, 146 related to G naught stage, which is correct. Fourth option, if you observe, the cells which are going to stop dividing, they will suspend the cell cycle, they will enter into inactive state, that is going to be called G naught phase. So fourth option, suspension of cell from cell cycle. Next, 147, direct question, this is the amount of carbon and the hydrogen will be more in the human body when compared to earth crust. You can find this in the biomolecules first paragraph. Next, 148, gingerly oil having lower melting point. Oils and fats both we have discussed in lipids. So oils are having lower melting point, fats are having high melting point. So gingerly oil is an example of the oil which is lower melting point. Statement 1 correct. Glycerol is a complex lipid they are mentioning. No, glycerol is a simple lipid. 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. Next, 149, heme is dash. Prosthetic group for the enzyme carbox, for the enzyme peroxidase and the catalase. Next, all are these animal questions. Heterotrophic questions we should not touch. We want minimum chlorophyll, that is our qualification. Let me check. Then we enter into biotechnology part. What is elution? It is not evolution, it is elution. Elution means extraction of the DNA from the agarose gel piece. That is called as elution. Second option. Why non-recombinants grow both on ampicillin and tetracycline? We have discussed many times. Ampicillin and tetracycline, both resistance are there in the non-recombinants. In the recombinants, due to insertional inactivation, one gene got inactivated, but non-recombinant both are active. Answer is the second one. 177, bioreactor, what system ensure optimal conditions? Agitator system, pH control system, temperature control system, form control system, oxygen delivery system, everything is there. That is statement number 1. 178, they had given the diagram. Spooling is a technique, separation of the DNA. So after degradation with the different kinds of bacteria, we are adding a chemical called chilled ethanol, so that DNA will be precipitated. That precipitated DNA will be separated with a glass rod. That process is going to be called as spooling. So second option, fine threads of precipitated DNA. Next, 149, matching, we have done this question already. Lepidopterans are armyworms, coleopterans are going to be beetles, dipterans is going to be mosquitoes and the flies. Second option. And the last, 180, direct question, 1997, first transgenic cow was discovered, that is called Rosie. It is going to give the milk enriched with human protein, nutritionally more balanced than the normal cow milk. So it is producing a protein called alpha-lactalbumin. Per 1 liter of the milk, it will produce 2.4 grams of alpha-lactalbumin. So there completes the grand test number 6 paper discussion. So we are left with 4 papers. I hope you are exam by exam, you are using this exam test series and you are improving. Thank you. We'll meet in the tomorrow's class. ఏం సార్ కాల్ చేశారు? నేను టెన్షన్ పడ్డా. నేనేం టెన్షన్ పడ్డాను? మీరు ఫోన్ చేస్తే రావట్లేదేమో. క్లోజ్ చేసి
Hello. Hello all. Let us start the explanation with question number 46 first. Identify the incorrect statement from the following. The acidic strength of HX follows the order. ಇದು ಪಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 15, 16 ಮತ್ತು 17ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾಪ್ ಟು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೈಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಲೆಂಗ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, PKA ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಎಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ -1 ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ whereas other halogens exhibit +1, +3, +5 and +1, +7 oxidation states also. ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. The enthalpy of dissociation of fluorine is smaller than that of chlorine. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ there is huge amount of repulsions. ವೆರಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್. ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟೇ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೇಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ 2, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 1. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. Identify correct statements for 0.1 molal sodium sulfate solution with a degree of ionization 60%. First ನಾವು ಆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ಅಯನೈಸೇಷನ್ ದಿಂದ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ I-1 by N-1. ಆಲ್ಫಾ when we consider it is alpha is 0.6 or 60%. You can write it either way. I-1 by sodium sulfate dissociate ಆಗೋದು 3 ions ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 3 - 1. So 0.6 into 2, which is I-1, which is 1.2 plus 1, that's 2.2. The Van 't Hoff factor is 2.2. Then after that question nodi. Molality of Na plus will be 0.2 molal. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು 0.1 molal, 1 molal ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಮೊಲಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2 ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಬಂದರೆ ಅವಾಗ 0.2 ಮೊಲಾಲ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇದು 100% ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ Na2SO4 ದಿಂದ 1 ಮೋಲಿಗೆ 2 moles ಆಫ್ Na ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ರೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇದು 0.2 ಮೊಲಾಲ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ 100% ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಾನು 0.1 ಇಂದ 0.2 ಮೊಲಾಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಆ ಥರ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. KF ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ 1.86, KB ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ 0.52 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ TB ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ KB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.52 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂಟು then we have molality is 0.1, Van 't Hoff factor is 2.2. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ what we get here is 0.52 into 0.22, 52 into 22. 0.1144. Therefore, new boiling point TB will be 100.1 1144 Kelvin. Therefore, we can say B is a correct statement. C hogona. Depression in freezing point, find out Marana. C depression delta TF equals the value of KF is 1.86 and the Van 't Hoff factor is 2.2 into 0.1. If you multiply all of that, 1.86 into 2.2, 372, again 372, 9, 10, 4, 4092, 4.092 into 0. Therefore, 0.4092 Kelvin. So that is also approximately 41, which is correct. So B and C only are correct, not A. A eduk correct agangilla andre 100% dissociation aagta illa adakke. 48th question. Which of the following is a correct structure of 4-cyano 6-dimethyl benzaldehyde? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈರಾರ್ಕಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ 4th ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಯನೋ, 6th ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 48 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ 49. Natural sample and synthetic cupric carbonate both contain 51.35% copper. This data is in accordance with what? So natural, irrespective of the source, if the percentage of the elements in a compound are same, then that must be representing a law of definite proportions or constant proportion, and hence it is option number 3. Moving on, we have 50. All reaction gives alkane except. Ella reactions ಯಾವುದು ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾವೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ CH3CH Cl CH3 ಇದು ಜಿಂಕ್ HCl ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್. 2 moles ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಅನ್ನುವ ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡನೇದರಲ್ಲಿ PHCl Na ವಿತ್ ಡ್ರೈ ಈಥರ್. ಅವಾಗ ಇದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫಿಟಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ 2 moles, but it is not an alkane. So option 2 is correct answer. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೋಡೋಣ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ CH3 MgBr ವಿತ್ ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಗ್ರಿಗ್ನಾರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯೇಜೆಂಟ್ MgOHBr H ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. CH3 CH2 COO Na subjected to electrolysis. ಅವಾಗ 2 moles of CH3 CH2 COO Na ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಂದು ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ. NaOH NaOH CO2 H2 and then H ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 CH2 ಬ್ಯೂಟೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯೂಟೇನ್ ಬಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಬ್ಯೂಟೇನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಲ್ಕೇನ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಎಸ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 is correct. It gives alkane, but what it doesn't give is 2. 2 does not form any alkane. It forms a diphenyl compound. 51 next. Ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion is EDTA ಯಾವದಾಗತ್ತೆ? Used in estimation of hard water. Yes, it is. It is not a unidentate ligand, it's a hexadentate ligand. Find its use in treatment of lead poisoning. Yes, lead poisoning nanne EDTA use ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So both 1 and 3 is correct answer. Moving to 52nd question. Consider the reaction where Kp equals 0.497 at 500 Kelvin if the 3 gases are mixed in a rigid container so that the partial pressure of each gas is 1 atmosphere, which is true. ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು QP/KPಗೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ವಿಷಯ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವೇರ್ KP ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ 0.497, PCl5, PCl3, Cl2 ಎಲ್ಲ 1 atmosphere ಈಚ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವಾಗ QP ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಪಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು PCl3 ಇಂಟು ಪಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು Cl2 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು PCl5 ಇಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು PCl3 ತಗೊಂಡು what we have here is 1 atmosphere into 1 atmosphere by 1 atmosphere where we get 1 again. QP 1 ಆಯಿತು. KP QP ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. QP is greater than KP, therefore the reaction goes in the reverse direction if QP is greater than KP. ಈಗ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is more PCl5 formed, so option 1 is correct answer. 53rd question. Elements which exhibit +3 oxidation state only, ಅಂದರೆ +3 ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಯಂ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್. ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇನ್ +3 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ chromium. Element which is not considered as a transition element is mercury. Zinc, cadmium, mercury, they are not considered transition elements. Therefore, option 3 is correct answer. Assertion. Addition of HCl on propene in presence of peroxide gives 1 chloropropane. Check madona. When we consider propene, we need to add HCl here in presence of peroxide. We expect actually anti-Markovnikov's rule, but it is not true in case of HCl. Anti-Markovnikov's rule is only valid for HBr but not for anything else. As a result, I need to tell you that Cl goes to this and H goes here. Therefore, CH3, CHCl, CH3 is what I get as a major product, not 1 chloropropane, but I get 2 chloropropane. Moving on. The above addition will be via intermediate free radical. ಇದು ಫ್ರೀ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕಾರಣ ಲೈಟಿನ ಎನರ್ಜಿ HCl ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ. ಹೋಮೋಲಾಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಾಲಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ H ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಬೇರೆ Cl ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ H ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ Cl ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಫ್ರೀ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್. ಪೆರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್, ಬಟ್ HBr ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, assertion false and reason false. In which of the following cases does the reaction goes farthest to completion? Extent of completion of reaction. Extent of completion of reaction is directly proportional to Kp or Kc. ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ K equals 10, 10 power 5, 10 power minus 2, K equals 1. ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ C. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ C. XCF ಇದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. XCF2, next question for 56. XCF2 is a linear molecule, therefore the bond angle is 180. And then we have XCO4, which is a tetrahedral molecule, and hence the bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. Option 2 is correct answer. 57. When we consider 57th question, pH, CH2, CHBr, CH, CH3. ಇದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಇದು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ KOH ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ KOH ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಿ ಆರ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆನ್ಝೀನ್ ರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಬರೋದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಎಚ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆನ್ಝೀನ್ CH double bond CH, CH, CH3, CH3 is what I get. ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲಿಕ್ KOH ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬಂತು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರಹದ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ H ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು. ಸೊ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 4 is correct answer. 58. What will be the value of OH minus whole square in the 0.1 molar solution of ammonium hydroxide? ಈಗ OH minus ion concentration ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ KB ಇಂಟು C ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. OH minus whole square ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ KB ಇಂಟು C ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು. KB ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1.8 ಇಂಟು 10 to the power minus 5. C value 0.1. 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 6 is what we get. So option number 2 is correct answer. 59th question. Which gives racemic mixture on SN1 reaction is? Racemic mixture form ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅದು SN1 ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ SN1 ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡು ಕೂಡ SN1 ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 50% ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬಟ್ SN1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಖಂಡಿತ ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ CHCl ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ರೇಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. 60th question. pH of calcium hydroxide is 12 ಅಂದರು. pH of calcium hydroxide 12 ಆದರೆ pH 12 ಆದರೆ POH 2 ಆದರೆ OH minus ion in concentration 10 power minus 2. Then number of millimoles of calcium hydroxide present in 100 milliliter solution will be. ಸೊ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿಲಿಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ M ಇಂಟು V ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. M ಮೊಲಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಇದು OH ಮೈನಸ್ದು. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ Ca+2 and 2OH ಮೈನಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮೋಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದು 2 ಮೋಲ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಇದು 10 to the power minus 2 ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ 10 power minus 2. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಇದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರ ಮೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 5 ಇಂಟು 10 to the power minus 3. 5 ಇಂಟು 10 to the power minus 3 ಇಂಟು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವೆನ್ 200 ml. 100 ml ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it is 10 power minus 1 which is 0.5. Option 2 is correct answer. 61st question. The calculated spin-only magnetic moment of Cr plus 3 is? Cr plus 3 configuration 3d3 ಅಂದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ 3. ಅವಾಗ mu equals n into n plus 2 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ 3 point something ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 is correct answer. 62nd question. ಫಿನಾಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟರ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಿ 2,4,6 ಟ್ರೈಬ್ರೋಮೋಫಿನಾಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್. ಡಿಕಲರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೈಟ್ PPT. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನಿನ್ CS2 ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ 4th ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 4 ಬ್ರೋಮೋಫಿನಾಲ್ ಈ ಥರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3. Option number 3 is correct answer. 63. For principal quantum number n equals 4 and L equals 3, how many orbitals are possible? N equals 4, L equals 3 andre 4f. 4f ge 7 orbitals are possible. Option 2 is correct answer. Which of the following is paramagnetic? Oxygen is paramagnetic. 65. In which of the following reactions product will be aldehyde? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. CH3 C ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CH3 C2H5 CH3 is what we have. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತವೆ. Therefore we get ketone and ketone but not aldehyde. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಗ CH3 COCl ಪೆಲಾಡಿಯಂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬೇರಿಯಂ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ವಿನಲಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲಿಂಡ್ಲಾರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಆಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೋಸನ್ಮಂಡ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದು ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಗೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಆಲ್ಕೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ CN, ಸಯನೈಡ್ ಆದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ CH3 C ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ N ಆದರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಕೀಟೋನೇ ಬರೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ನೀವು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ CH3 C ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CH ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ OH ಮೈನಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH3 C ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ O CH3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಟಾಟೋಮರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ OH ಇಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕೋನಿಕೋಸ್ ರೂಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರಿಯಂ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. 66th question. A gas expands from a volume of 1 meter cube to 2 meter cube against an external pressure 10 power 5. The work done by the gas will be. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ಜೂಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಇಂಟು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರನ್ನು ದರ್ ಈಸ್ 10 to the power 5 ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು 1 meter cube to a volume of 2 meter cube ಅಂದರೆ 2 to 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 2 to 1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ what we get here is minus 10 power 5 into 1, which means minus 10 power 5 joules ಅಂದರೆ minus 10 square kilojoules ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್. 67th question. ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಫೀನ್ ಆರ್ಸೆನಿಕ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಎಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಟಾಪ್ ಟು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್, ಬಟ್ ಬಿಸ್ಮತ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, SB ಇರಬೇಕು. SB ಇರಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಫಾಸ್ಫೀನ್ ASH3 ಆನಂತರ BiH3 ಬದಲು SbH3 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಪ್ಪು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಹೇಳಿದನಲ್ವಾ, ಟಾಪ್ ಟು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೈಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೈಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ SB ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, BiH3 ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ EH ಇನ್ ಕಿಲೋಜೂಲ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ NH PHಗಿಂತ NH ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ NHನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಪುಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಫಾಸ್ಫೀನ್ ಆರ್ಸೀನ್ SbH3 BiH3 ಇದು ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ H ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ NH PH ASH SbH ಈ 4 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರಹ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ pH ಬರಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ NH ಬರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಸೊ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್. 68ಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ವಿಚ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಮೈನ್? ಲಿಥಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ರನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋದೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಮೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಮೈನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಮೈನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ NaOH ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಫ್ಮನ್ ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಮೈನ್ಸೇ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ SnCl2 ಹಾಕಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಮೈನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಬ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಲಿಮೈಡ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಕ್ಲೋರೋಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್, ಆರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 69th question. 20 liter of an ideal gas X at 600 Kelvin and 0.5 megapascals undergoes isothermal reversible expansion until a pressure of the gas is 0.2 megapascal. Which of the following options is correct? ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು W ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ -2.303 NRT ಲಾಗ್ P1/P2 ಅನ್ನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ N ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು N ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. PV ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ NRT ಅನ್ನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. N ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ PV/RT ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ದಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 20 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 0.5 ಮೆಗಾಪಾಸ್ಕಲ್ಸ್. 0.5 ಮೆಗಾ ಅಂದರೆ 10⁶ ಪಾಸ್ಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಈಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು 5 × 10⁵ ಪ್ಯಾಸ್ಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ಕೋ, ಅದು ಎಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ 10⁵ದಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 5 ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 5 ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.0821 ಇಂಟು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು 600 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. ಇದು 1/0.082 ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 1/0.0821 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ 12 ಅಂದರೆ 22.4. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ 22.4 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ 12.2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 6 6 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇದು 25 ಆರ್ 100 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 12.2/6 ಇದು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ 2 moles ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ N ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಅದು ತಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. -2.303 N ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 2, ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.0821 ಜೂಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ಸತ 8.314. ಲಾಗ್ ಮೆಗಾಪಾಸ್ಕಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 0.5, ಫೈನಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 0.2. ಈಗ -2.303 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 8.314 ಲಾಗ್ 5 ಮೈನಸ್ ಲಾಗ್ 2 -2.303 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 8.314 ಇಂಟು log 5 is 0.7, log 2 is 0.3. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 9.1 ಕಿಲೋಜೂಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಈಸ್ -Q. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ -9.1 ಆದರೆ Q 9.1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ΔU 0, ΔH ಕೂಡ 0ನೇ. So option 1 is correct answer. The type of isomerism shown by the complex. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಬೈಡೆಂಟೇಟ್ ಲಿಗ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇದು ಜಿಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕೂಡ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 1 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನೈಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಯಾವುದಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಿಥಾಕ್ಸಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಎ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಬಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಡಿಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಈಗ 72nd ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈ 72nd ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ O CH2 CH ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CH2 ವಿತ್ HI ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇದೇನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, CH2 ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ CH2I LIL ಅಯೋಡೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ enols tautomerize to ketone. Therefore the answer is option number 3. 73rd question. What is the compound C in the following sequence? ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಕೋಲ್ಬೇಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಸ್ಯಾಲಿಸಿಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 74th, MOH ನಲ್ಲಿ MO ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, MOH ನಲ್ಲಿ MO ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಓಕು ಎಂಕು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು O and H ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಎರಡಿನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎರಡಿನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ MO ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ electronegativity difference of OH. Therefore option number 3 is correct answer. ಅದು ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದು LIL ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ಇನ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್. ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ಇನ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ LIL ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು LIL ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಇದು LIL ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಟೆರ್ಷರಿ ಕೂಡ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ CH3Br ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ನೇ ತಪ್ಪು, ಉಳಿದವೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದಾವೆ. 77th question. The reaction is X gives rise to product follows first order kinetics. In 40 minutes, the concentration of X changes from 0.1 to 0.025. Then the rate of reaction when concentration of X is 0.01 molar is how much? ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ we can actually think about it in different ways. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 0.1 ಮೋಲಾರ್ದಿಂದ ಅದು 0.025 ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 0.1ಇಂದ 0.05ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್, 0.05ರಿಂದ 0.025ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಈ 2 ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 40 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ಗೆ 20 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 20 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ 20 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ K = 0.693 ಬೈ ಹಾಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನುವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿದರೆ 0.693 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 20 ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು K ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, K ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ follows first order kinetics in 40 minutes. Then rate of reaction calculate ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. R equals K into concentration of X power 1. Therefore R equals K is 0.693 by 20. X ಎಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ 10 to the power -2 ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಆವಾಗ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 10 power -3 ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ 2 ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 0.345 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ 345. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3. 78th ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. CO2 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಶೇಪ್, ಅದು ಶೇಪ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ 180 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ CO3 -2 ಆದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 120 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನಾರ್ ಶೇಪ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಪ್ಪು. ಎರಡನೇದು NH2 ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. NH2 ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಶೇಪ್. ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಶೇಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ 104 ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ NH3 ಮಾತ್ರ ಪಿರಮಿಡಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 5 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ, 107 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. BeCl2 SnCl2 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. BeCl2 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ SnCl2 ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಖಂಡಿತ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ವೆಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪದಾವೆ. ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. 79 ನೋಡಿ. ದ ರೇಟ್ ಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಗಿವನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸಸ್ A and B ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ರೇಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ K ಇಂಟು A ಪವರ್ N ಇಂಟು B ಪವರ್ M ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. R ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ K ಇಂಟು A ಪವರ್ N ಇಂಟು B ಪವರ್ M ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. On doubling the concentration of A and halving the concentration of B, the ratio of the new rate to the earlier rate of the reaction will be ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ question. Therefore, what we are going to do is, ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ರೇಟನ್ನು R1 ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈ R1 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ A ಅನ್ನ ಡಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2A. B ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, B/2. R1 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ 2 ಪವರ್ N ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರೋಣ. ಇದು 1/2M ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ K ಇಂಟು A ಪವರ್ N ಇಂಟು B ಪವರ್ M ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 2 ಪವರ್ N ಮೈನಸ್ M ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, R ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಪವರ್ N ಮೈನಸ್ M ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಅದು ಡೈಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಇರೋದು. ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡನೇ ಶುಗರ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪೆಂಟೋಸ್ ಶುಗರ್. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ರಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫ್ರಕ್ಟೋಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಉಳಿದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. 81st, copper plus 2 is more stable than copper plus 1 in aqueous state. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದು. Reason, electrode potential is more important in determining stable oxidation state than electronic configuration. ಅದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟೇ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂತಂದರೆ, ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅಸರ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ರೀಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ಬಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಸರ್ಷನ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅದರ ಮೋರ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿದಿಂದ. 82, ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮೊಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಯಾವ ವಿಟಮಿನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. A ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, B12 ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ B12 ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, D and E ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ K ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ A comes there and then B12, then D, then E, K. That is 5 vitamins. Incorrect statement. Manganate permanganate nalliruva pi bonding, it takes place by overlap of p orbitals of oxygen and d orbitals of manganese. Adu correct ide. Manganate ion is green in color and permanganate is purple in color. Adu kuda correct. Manganate and permanganate are paramagnetic. Tappu. Manganate anodu paramagnetic ide. Permanganate ಅನ್ನೋದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಡಯಾಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಪ್ಪಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ 85. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಎರಡನೇದು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿನೇ, ಆದರೆ ಎರಡನೇದರಲ್ಲಿ SN2 ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ BR ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಗೆ ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಡ್ಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಎ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ SN1 ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಾಯಿಲ್, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟೇ. ಸಿ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ SN1 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ NO2 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬೇಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. therefore C tappagatte. OCH3 stabilizes carbocation, therefore A and B only, option 2 is correct answer. In 86 ide. Sodium hypochlorite reacts with Ki to give KOI, adu correct statement. KOI is a reducing agent, alla the oxidizing agent. Alpha beta unsaturated methyl ketone will give iodoform. ಅದು ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ COCH3 ಐತಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಐಸೋಪ್ರೊಪೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಐಡೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಐಸೋಪ್ರೊಪೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಐಡೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ CH3 CHOH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಐತಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಮಿಥನೋಯಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಐಡೋಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಮಿಥನೋಯಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಐಡೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ CH3CO ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ A and C ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. 87, ಯಾವುವು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Mn3O4 ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, Fe3O4 ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, CO3O4 ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, 3 ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ Fe+3 ಐರನ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ Fe+2 Fe+3, Fe+2ಗಿಂತ Fe+3 ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ Fe+3 ಐರನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಐರನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ Fe+3 ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. therefore next question 89ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 1, carbon oxygen nitrogen fluorine is a correct order in terms of first ionization enthalpy, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ಗೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಗೇನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 2 ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ 35.5% ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ 35.5 by 143.5 ಇಂಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ 52, ಇದು 24 ಇಂಟು 100 ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ ಥರ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಉಳಿದ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇದು 48 ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು 200, ಅದು 200 ಇಂಟು ಇದು 35.5 ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 7100 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 143.5. 143 ಅನ್ಕೋ, 143 ಅನ್ನ 70 ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 143 ಇಂಟು 7 14s 6 14s ಅನ್ಕೋ, 6 3s are 18, 4 6 24 25, 8 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತಪ್ಪು. 14 6 ಕೂಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ. 143 5 ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, 5 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. therefore 50 something, option number 1 is correct answer. so this is all about paper. ಇದು ಆವರೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, moderate paper ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ನಾಳೆ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ 7 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಇದೇ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್.
Good evening, students. So today paper discussion. Now, first question. In a new system of units, the fundamental quantities are Planck's constant to speed of light to and time. Then what is the Rydberg constant dimension will be? A Rydberg constant like R is directly proportional to one is the Planck's constant to other one is speed of light to third one is the time period. Like taken as A, B, C. That's why what is the dimensional formula of a Rydberg constant? Generally, Rydberg constant dimensional formula is meter inverse. Meter inverse. Like L power minus 1. Meter inverse means 1 by meter. Like L power minus 1. Planck's constant. Energy E is equal to h nu. What is the dimensional formula of energy? ml square t power minus 2. H. Frequency 1 by t. Frequency means 1 by t. What is the dimensional formula of h? M L square t value take them t power minus 1. M L square t power minus 1 whole power a. Like speed of light like velocity lt power minus 1 whole power b. Time t power c. Time t power c. Okay. Next here m power 0, L power 0, L power minus 1, t power 0 nega. Only L power minus 1 remaining quantities are 0. M power only A. L power 2A. Here plus B. T power minus A minus B plus C. Now this side m power 0, L power minus 1, t power 0. We can observe them LHS and RHS bases same and equating the power values. A power 0. 2A plus B value is equal to minus 1. A value 0 and B value minus 1. Next, minus A minus B plus C value t power 0 0. A value 0, leave it. B value minus 1. Minus of minus 1 plus 1. Like C value minus 1. Therefore, the dimensional formula of a Rydberg constant is h power A 0. Next, C power B minus 1. T power C. T power C. C value minus 1. Here a B power minus. So, h power 0, C power minus 1, T power minus 1. Now, second option. So, this type of the model is important. Number of the times is given on the previous one. Second question. Mu, like refractive index, mu is equal to A plus B by lambda plus C by lambda square is dimensionally correct. Then what are the dimensions of A, B, C respectively are? Now listen. According to the principle of homogeneity, one quantity is added with same quantity is added with the same quantity, we get the same quantity. That's why what is the dimension formula of A? Mu. What is the B by lambda value? Mu. What is the C by lambda square value? Mu ne. One value like one quantity is added with another quantity we get the same quantity ne. Force is added with force we get the force. So what is the dimensional formula of A? Mu. Mu having the no dimensions. M power 0, L power 0, T power 0. A having the no dimensions. Now another one. Mu is equal to B by lambda. Therefore B is equal to mu lambda. Mu value having the no dimension. So wavelength dimensional formula yellow. So the dimension of B is yellow. Other one. C by lambda square C by lambda square is equal to mu. Therefore C is equal to mu lambda square. Mu having the no dimensions wavelength L square. So what is the answer No dimensions L square. No dimensions L square. Like first option is the correct one. Now another question. Now question number 3. First some important models I will explain any time is remaining we can explain the another models. First some difficulty models like that one is explained. X is equal to A e power minus alpha t plus B e power beta t, where alpha and beta are constants. What is the velocity of the particle? Velocity is nothing but dx by dt. Now taking the differentiation a value constant, e power t and like e power t differentiation. What is the t coefficient minus alpha, take them outside, plus b value constant, e power x differentiation e power xa. What is the t coefficient beta, take them outside. First we can write them first here b beta e power beta t. This value minus a alpha e power minus alpha t. Now listen by the increase of time, what happened? Time value is increases this exponential value increases overall this value increase As the time value increases minus is there and overall this value decrease and this overall value decrease. As the time value is increases this value increases, so this value decreases, so overall the final value is increasing. That means that function like velocity is increasing with the time. Velocity is increasing with the time. So that is the another reason. Now next one now question number 7 First we can explain the some different models after that remaining models also I will explain the first listen. 7. The velocity of the two different mediums are 2 into 10 power 8 to 2.5 into 10 power 8 What is the critical angle? Critical angle, already we know that sin c is equal to 1 by mu. Like mu is nothing but a denser medium, this one rarer medium. Actually denser medium air, that's why mu comma 1. Any other medium are there mu d and mu r. But already we know that mu is inversely proportional to velocity, and this is the velocity of the rarer medium, this is the velocity of the denser medium. Already we know that in a rarer medium velocity is more, denser medium velocity is less. So that's why denser medium velocity is less. In that 2 what is the less value? 2 into 10 power 8. Next, rarer medium velocity more. What is that value? 2.5 into 10 power 8. 2 by 2.5, 20 by 25, 4 by 5. So C is equal to sin inverse of 4 by 5. Now next another question 8. Two periodic waves of the intensities I1 and I2 are passing through a region at the same time in the same direction. What is the sum of the maximum and minimum intensities? Maximum plus minimum is asking the sum of the maximum and minimum intensities. Maximum intensity root I1 plus root I2 whole square plus minimum root I1 minus root I2 whole square A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB plus A minus B whole square, A square plus B square minus 2AB. Here plus value minus value cancel. I1 plus I1, 2I1. I2 plus I2, 2I2. That's why 2 into I1 plus I2. 2 into I1 plus I2 like fourth option. Now, next one, Amma. Problem number 11. A cylinder contains the hydrogen gas at a pressure value is given, Amma, 249 kilopascals and a temperature 27 degrees centigrade, Amma. What is the density? What is the ideal gas equation? PV is equal to nRT. Pressure, volume is mass by density. Number of moles, mass by molecular weight R into T. Mass value cancel, Amma. That's why what is the density of the gas, Amma? Pressure molecular weight by R into T. What is the pressure value is given, Amma? 249 kilo means 10 cube. What is the molecular weight, Amma? What is the gas? Hydrogen molecular weight, Amma, 2 grams. 2 gram converted into kg by R value 8.3. Temperature value is the given 27 degrees centigrade, like 300 kelvins. Now simplify them, we get 0.2. So 0.2 kg per meter cube. Now next problem number 12. A parallel beam of wavelength lambda value 4500 is passing through a long slit of the width 2 into 10 power minus 4 meter. What is the angular divergence, Amma? And nothing but what is the angle of the central maxima? Already we know that. This is the concept, Amma. Already we can check them like this one, diffraction. This is the linear width of the central maxima. This one angular width of the central maxima. What is the formula of the angular width of the central maxima? 2 theta nega. That value is 2 into lambda by a. 2 into lambda by a. 2 into, what is the lambda value is given, Amma? 4500 angstroms, 10 power minus 10 meter. By width of the slit, 2 into 10 power minus 4 meters. Now what is the value? Cancel. 4500, Amma, this value take them numerator like this one. But is asking the value, Amma, 10 power minus 5. 1 0 is multiplying, Amma. 450 into 10 power minus 5, Amma. What is the SI unit of theta? Radians. So in 10 power minus 5 radians is asking, what is the answer? 450. But Amma, in options, Amma, 2 pi by 3, 5 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, pi by 3, that all are wrong. Options are is wrong. The correct one is nothing but 450. Now next one. Problem number 14. Phi is equal to 50 t square plus 4, Amma. So coil resistance 400 ohms is placed in a field. The flux is changes with the time. Phi is equal to 50 t square plus 4. What is the current in the coil at 2 seconds? First we can find the EMF, d phi by dt minus d phi by dt, Amma. So what is the value, Amma? Minus differentiation of 100t plus 0. So that's why at a time value 2 seconds and minus 200 volts is asking the current, Amma. Take them magnitude value. I is equal to E by R. 200 by resistance 400. Like 1 by 2. 0.5 amperes. 15. In half wave rectifier, input frequency is 60, output frequency also 16. In full wave rectifier, input frequency is 60, output frequency is 120. Now remind that point, important one. Half wave rectifier, input frequency, output frequency same. For full wave rectifier, input frequency NO, output frequency 2NO. Important one. 16. In 16, now there are the two masses are given at the Atwood machine. One body mass 5 grams, another body mass 10 grams. So that's why what is the acceleration of the masses are left free. Just the system is released, what is the acceleration? Now that acceleration is equal to net force by total mass. Net force by total mass, right? What is the net force? This weight minus this weight, and like this value 10g, this value 5g. Is the g value is nothing but mg na? Okay, that is not grams, like acceleration due to gravity. 10g and weight 10g. This weight 5g. But this is moving downwards, so this is moving upwards. What is the net weight, 10g minus 5g. By total mass, 10 plus 5. So how much value we get? 5g by 15, like g by 3. The acceleration is nothing but g by 3. Sorry, ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? Now next one, 17. The position of the particle moving along the straight line, S is equal to 4t square plus 2. What is the acceleration of the particle? Just a one time differentiation, ds by dt, how much, 8t plus 0. Another time differentiation, acceleration, this value differentiation, 8. That's why our answer is 8 meter per second square. Now 18. A body has escaped with a velocity v from the surface of earth. That is known as escape velocity. Escape velocity can be indicated by v. But if the body thrown up from the surface with a velocity root 3v, that's why what is the velocity of the body at the interstellar space? Already I am explaining this point, If the projected velocity greater than escape velocity, what is the velocity at the infinity? This value negamma. But the projected value is how much value is given, root 3v whole square. Root 3v whole square. Escape velocity name v. Like 3v square minus v square. 2v square like root 2v. This one, projected velocity. Projected velocity is greater than escape velocity. That's why at the infinity, body having the velocity. What is the formula? Projected velocity whole square minus escape velocity. Escape velocity whole square, So important formula, number of times is the given, just you can practice that one. So next other one is 19. The pressure and volume curve for a diatomic gas undergoing the process is, the slope of the pressure and volume, already we know that slope is equal to delta P by delta V, that value minus gamma P by V. Already we know that. The slope of the PV graph, delta P by delta V is equal to minus gamma of P by V. What is the value of gamma place? What is the value is given, right, 1.2. But 1.2 is nothing but How much value? 1.2. Gamma value like 1.2. We can observe them. But which gas is given? Diatomic gas. In case of the diatomic gas, what is the molar specific heat of the gas? That molar specific heat is equal to R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus n. R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus 1. We can check them. In polytropic process, I give the formula. Already the type of the models also I will explain the 1 or 2 examples. The molar specific heat of the gas R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus n. But here gamma value 1.2 any gas is not there. Simply it is nothing but polytropic process we can use as x. We can observe them x, and this value is nothing but x in a polytropic process. R by what is the gas is given diatomic gas. Diatomic gas ki gamma value 7 by 5 minus 1. R by 1 minus x value 1.2. So LCM 5 R by 2 plus R by 1 minus 1.2 minus 0.2 and minus 1 by 5. Okay na? And like minus minus. So that's where how much value minus 5 R by 2 like minus 2.5 R. Minus 2.5 R. So that's why this is the important formula. Already previous questions are is given. Actually, gamma value 1.2. Is there any gas is possible? Any gas is not there. Gamma value general mono. This value name di. This value name triatomic gas. 5 by 3 and 1.66. This value 1.4. This value 1.33. Is it possible to 1.2? Is not there. Except gamma is nothing but polytropic like X. So that is the polytropic process. In polytropic process, what is the molar specific heat capacity of the gas? R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus x. So R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus x value 1.2. Simplify them minus 2.5 R. Now next one problem number 20. There are the 3 different plates Only 2 different plates sigma is the surface charge density values are given. But A and B having the 2 plates having the equal and finite charge densities as shown. A, B, C are the 3 different locations. The electric field in the region A is 4 In this region electric field is 4. That's why what is the electric field in the region B and C? Now listen. This is the plate by the positive charge field is away. This is also positive charge field is away. Both are adding how much value we get 4. Now listen in this side by this positive charge field is away. By this positive charge field is away. Both are is away. The total value is how much again 4a. These both are in the same direction. The total field 4. Here also total field 4a. On the middle one we can check them. Positive charge field is away. By this positive charge field is away. Both are in opposite direction. The net field is 0. That's why in between them field 0 B and C value nothing but 4a. That's why option 1. Already we know that the conducting the electric field due to the conducting sheet E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This value sigma by 2 epsilon naught, this value sigma by 2 epsilon naught. But overall that value is given That's why here this formula is no need Both are the same charge density 2 epsilon naught constant and both having the same field and like value 4 both are adding 4. That why both are adding 4a. both are in opposite gara, net field value 0. That is the one of the model. Uh, 21. The current density J is nothing but how much value is given, amma? J bar 4I plus AJ, and area is nothing but 3I plus 4J, and the current flowing through the area is 20 microamperes. That's why what is the value of A? In this one, the current density, the A value is how much? Already we know that I is equal to J bar dot A bar. I value 20 micro 10 power minus 6. But my area value is given in millimeter square. J value is nothing but ampere per meter square. And like this one SI system this one is not there. Like 10 power minus 6 meter square we can multiply them dot product 4 into 3 12, A into 4 4A, but multiple 10 power minus 6. Cancel. 12 value take them here 8. Therefore A value 2. This value meter square converting to millimeter square gara converting to meter square 10 power minus 6. So I value micro is given. Both are cancelled. Simplify them A value 2. Next one problem number 23. Here 10 volts. Here one resistor is 40 ohms. Other one is the 20 ohms. Here one diode is there. So what is the current from the battery in the following circuit? Current from the battery. This diode is forward bias or reverse bias plus minus P type N type like forward bias. In case of the forward bias current will be flow. Current will be flows means like a wire. Current is flowing zero resistance. That's why we can observe them this wire this resistor is short circuit it is not working. That's why we can observe them in this closed loop I is equal to V by R, 10 by R, 1 by 4 like 0.25 amperes. So in wire only wire is there in wire any resistor are there any capacitor or any resistor one is there is not working. That is known as a short circuit. That's why we can leave them remaining circuit you can check them current I is equal to V by R. 25. The mass density of the two planets A and B are such that their escape velocities ratio is 1:2. Escape velocity of the first one, escape velocity of the second one is 1:√2. And the radius R1 by R2 value like 2:1. What is the ratio of the densities? Already we know that escape velocity is directly proportional to R into root rho. We can check them that time I will explain this formula also. V1 by V2 how much 1 by root 2. R1 by R2 how much 2 by 1 root of rho 1 by rho 2. So this value take them in this side rho 1 by rho 2. Squaring on both sides rho 1 by rho 2 is equal to 1 by 8. 2√2 whole square 8. Densities ratio is 1:8. Problem number 26. One graph is given amma, stress-strainograph is given amma. That's why is asking the energy stored per unit volume. What is the formula of energy stored per unit volume? Half into stress into strain. Half into stress into strain. Energy stored per unit volume. We can check them. Dotted lines are given. Gara. On the dotted lines, what is the stress value? 280 megapascal amma. Strain 1.4 into 10 power minus 3. That two values are substituting. We get the energy stored per unit volume. We can check them. We get the first option. Direct stress value, strain value are given amma. We can find the energy stored per unit volume. Next one amma. 27 in 27 amma, like this is nothing but a circular part like a arc shape is there gamma. Circle like arc shape. Like a water is flowing like this amma. Okay, consider the streamlines are shown in figure. The element flow is have. Now listen. Already we know that different areas come. This one area, this one area, this one area value gradually increasing. Gradually increasing means more area having the less velocity. This one having the some velocity. This value less. Again this value is very small. This value is also less. And is going from one point to another point. Velocity value gradually decreasing. Already we know that velocity value gradually decreasing is nothing but non-uniform circular motion. Velocity value changes continuously. Already we know that, like this one. This one having some velocity is going in another point, velocity change and velocity change and velocity change. Each and every point of velocity change is nothing but non-uniform acceleration. In a non-uniform acceleration, centripetal acceleration is there, radial acceleration. Sorry, tangential acceleration is there, radial acceleration is there. That's why both accelerations are there. That's why option 3 is the correct one. For example, same problem, area values like this one. Like this one. Area value same. Area value same, each and every portion of speed value same. Speed value same is nothing but uniform circular motion. In uniform circular motion, only radial acceleration. Tangential acceleration is 0. So that's why here, by this problem, non-uniform gara third option came. 28. For an ideal monoatomic gas, monoatomic gas gara gamma value 5/3. And according to the relation, P T square value is equal to constant. So what is the molar specific heat of the gas in the process? Again the molar specific heat of the gas is C is equal to R by gamma minus 1 plus R by 1 minus X. We can check them. Here P into T square value constant. Already we know that. What is the relation between the pressure and the temperature? P power 1 minus gamma, T power gamma is equal to constant. But here only P power 1 gada, and this value is also changed them. P power T power gamma by 1 minus gamma is equal to constant. And the power value dividing with 1 minus gamma and only 1 no. Power value divided with 1 minus gamma like this one. But we can comparison this one and this one. And T square gamma and here T power this value gara like 2 place like this one gamma by 1 minus gamma is equal to 2. Therefore gamma is equal to 2 minus 2 gamma. This value take them 3 gamma is equal to 2. Gamma is equal to 2 by 3. Any gases having the gamma value 2 by 3 not there gara, and simply it is nothing but X because of it is the polytropic process. Because of it is a polytropic process. In case of the polytropic process, R by gamma value 5 by 3, R by 1 minus X value 2 by 3. Take them reverse ra. 3r by 2 plus 3r by 1. 6r plus 9r by 2. So simply the molar specific heat of the gas is nothing but 9r by 2. Same model ra is repeat amma. 28th problem and another one is 19th problem. Now next one amma. 29 amma. 29 ra. Electric field value is given amma. Is work done is asking the displacement ra from RA to RB. Work done is equal to F bar dot S bar amma. Work done ra EQ. Force ra, the force of the charged particle in a field F is equal to EQ dot S bar over. Unit charge amma Q value 1 amma. Take them Q value 1 dot S bar final minus initial. Era S bar displacement ra final minus initial ra one vector came gara that two vectors dot product ra we get the answer. So that's one value ra we can check them ra answer 0. Now next problem number 32. Problem number 32, here one battery and one resistor, again one battery, resistor, one capacitor. Here A, this value of 2 volts, 4 ohms, 6 volts, 2 ohms, 4 microfarad, 4 micro capacitor, charge value of 4 microcoulombs, 1 microfarad. This value point B. In the middle one, here connection is there. What is the potential difference between A and B? Now we can see them in diagram. In this side, like 10 amperes are there. We can check them. From C to this junction, 10 amperes is there. We can check them 10 amperes. But current in this one, 7 amperes is there. That one is also given. But automatic in this one, how much current is flowing? Current towards the junction 10 away 5. In this side 7 automatic in this side 3 nega. 3 amperes this side. Current towards the junction is equal to current away from the junction. Present this one is no need is asking the potential difference between A and B VA. Here potential VA. Actually battery here charging but current is in case of the current is flowing this one actually is nothing but minus 2 volts but current opposite plus 2 volts. Actually potential drop minus IR but current is flowing opposite that plus IR 4 into 3 12. We can check them this is the battery discharging battery discharging minus 6 sorry plus 6. Next minus IR I value 7 resistance 2 minus IR. Next capacitor what is the potential drop V is equal to Q by C. Q value 4 C value 1 how much 4 and what is the potential drop minus 4. The remaining value is VB. This is the point VA plus 2 plus 12 plus 6 18 plus 2 20 14 minus 14 minus 4 minus 18 is equal to VB. This value take them another side. VB minus VA here 2 volts. So the potential difference between A and B is 2 volts. Problem number 33. Two small bar magnets are placed along the line at a distance r apart. What is the force of the interaction between the two bar magnets? This is the one bar magnet. This is the another bar magnet. Magnetic moment M1, M2. Center to center distance r. What is the force between them? Already we know that. That force is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 6 M1 M2 by r power 4. Along the axial line, the force between them is 6 M1 M2 by r power 4. Like inversely proportional to r power 4. Like a bar magnets, like bar magnets force formula. Next, problem number 34. 34 is asking the wavelength. Wavelength k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Take them, we get the answer. K value pi into 10 square x K value pi into 10 square That value is equal to 2 pi by lambda. We get the wavelength. Now, problem number 35. 35. A light ray is incident on the equilateral prism. Equilateral prism means A value 60. And such that the angle of the incident is equal to angle of the emergence. And I1 is equal to I2. Under the condition that deviation produced is 30. Then what is the refractive index? Already we know that I1 is equal to I2 means is nothing but it is in a minimum deviation position. What is the refractive index formula? Sin A plus minimum deviation by 2 by sin A by 2. So check them, we get the answer. (36) What is the de Broglie wavelength of the electron? Lambda is equal to h by root of 2m into kinetic energy. That kinetic energy value can be also written as charge into voltage. Charge into voltage. Planck's constant, mass of the electron, charge of the electron, all the values are substituting 12.27 by root V angstroms. Or root 150 by root 150 by V angstroms. This type of the models are given the previous need 2-3 times. But here only asking the direct formula. Sometimes is asking the values also. Important to note it. Next one, problem number 38. Problem number 38. Actually, this problem are like a CR combination. See, capacitor and resistor combination is there, gara? But lengthy module, now see very carefully. (38) Here one battery, this one capacitor, this one is a 2R, this one is the R, 3 volts and 2 volts. In between them 1 volt and the capacitor is there, is the clearly given at the steady current. Steady current at the steady state, the capacitor behaves like a open circuit. The capacitor is like a open circuit, like a switch open. In case of the switch open, there is no current flowing. There is no current flowing, that part is removed. That's why in this 2 low, which one is the high voltage? Like this one, current is flowing like this. So what is that current value amma here? Battery discharging 3 minus IR and 1 IR. Here amma minus IR. Battery charging minus 2 is equal to 0. How much value amma? 3 minus 2, 1. No. This value take another side minus 3 R. Therefore, I is equal to how much amma? 1 by 3 R. The total current flowing through them is over. Next. But here amma, but actually again another point like this one. In between them, what is the values are given? 1 volt and a capacitor. But here whatever may be the voltage in this point, here also same voltage and here also same voltage. First, what is the potential difference across between them? Like A, this value B. What is this voltage? 3 volts. Here R, what is the voltage across this one? VA. Battery like current flowing like this one. Battery discharging plus 3 minus IR. Minus IR. What is the value of I? 1 by 3R into R. That value is equal to VB nega. So what is the value of VB? Take them that side VA. What is the potential difference? 3 minus 1 by 3. 9 minus 1, 8 by 3 volts. And what is the voltage across this sum? 8 volts. 8 by 3 volts. And across this one is also 8 by 3 nega. This one is also 8 by 3 nega. But clearly is given 1 volt this value. In that total 8 by 3 volts, 1 volt is left remaining this one nega. And what is this across this voltage? 8 by 3 minus 1. How much value? 5 by 3 volts. That's why what is the voltage across the capacitor? 5 by 3 volts. So actually this is nothing but a CR combination. At the steady state, the capacitor becomes as a open circuit. In case of the open circuit, this one is open, no current flowing, remove it like this. In a closed loop, Kirchhoff's second law, we can use find the current. Current value came. And like this one potential, this one potential, this one potential same. What is this potential across this one? VA, battery discharging 3 minus IR is equal to VB. Therefore, VA minus VB value 8 by 3. And what is the voltage across this one? 8 by 3. But in that 8 by 3 there are the two terminals are there, two like this one, 2 parameters. What is the battery here? 1 volt. In that total 8 by 3 1 volt is left. What is the remaining? Minus 1. We get 5 by 3 volts. Next one, 39. In a magnetic field into the plane, one uniform rod, this is the O, one end B, here middle point B, here C. This value L, this value 2L, this value L. Body is rotating in this point. So that's why which of the following match the following. Match the following. Okay, Nama. In that match the following, column 1, the potential difference between O and A. Before, already we know that this point, one uniform rod is rotated in a magnetic field B, length L. So that's why what is that point O? This one A. VO minus VA is half B omega L square, angular velocity omega. Which point base rod is rotating, that one having the high potential. Other one low potential. V0 minus VA is equal to half B omega L square. Already we know that formula. Now, here Amma is asking that O and A. O and A. This one has the high potential. So, V naught minus VA is equal to half B omega length L square. What is the value? Half B omega L square. That's where 1 R. First one R value came. Right, Amma. Next, we can check them. O and first O and B, A and C, the type ups are given. First, O and B. The potential difference between O and B. O and B. VO minus VB. VO minus VB. What is the length, Amma? 2L. Half B omega 2L whole square. How much, Amma? 4L square. 4L square. This value cancel, Amma. 2 omega 2B omega L square. And like 2 ki Q. 2 ki Q. Third point, we can check them. Potential difference between A and B. A and B means like this point and this point. Now listen carefully. First, what is the potential difference of O and A? Already we know that VO minus VA value is how much? Half B omega L square. And O ki B ki, what is the relation? Like this one, VO minus VB value, how much? 2B omega L square. Take them minus. Take them minus. Here minus plus this value minus. These two are cancelled. This value plus this value like VB minus VA. This value minus this value. B omega L square common 1 by 2 minus 2 how much value minus 3 by 2 B omega L square. VB minus VA, but VA minus VB value how much? Minus value common. That's where how much? 3 by 2 B omega L square. So 3 by 2 B omega L square, like 3 ki S. 3 ki S. Now what is the fourth one? The potential difference between A and C. A and C. A and C don't take them direct. First we can find them from this one to this one. V naught minus VA. Half B omega L square. V naught minus VA only LA. And O ki C ki length 3L. Like V naught minus VC. Half B omega 3L whole square. 9L square. Take them again minus. This value cancel. Here minus VA minus of minus plus. This value minus this one half B omega L square value common 1 minus 9. This value how much? Minus 8 by 2 minus 4 B omega L square. Okay, this value actually VC minus VA. Then VA minus VC value plus B omega L square. Plus 4B omega L square, like fourth one P. Fourth one P. That's where we get the second option. Here number of the questions mixed, match the following. We get the second option. Problem number 40. The variation of the magnetic moment of the electron in nth orbit of the hydrogen atom and proportional to n. Already we know that the magnetic moment of the electron revolving around the nucleus is equal to Ia. Like current charge by time. Time means time period. Area value pi r square. Circular path area value pi r square. Nth orbit time period emo T n, radius emo r n. Q value constant to pi value constant ra. What is the value of Tn ra? Tn is equal to 1.5 into 10 power minus 6 n cube by z square amma. R value ra? R naught into n square by z amma. So in denominator lo time period value is proportional to n cube ra. In numerator lo radius value is proportional to n square ra. N square ku whole square kada n power 4 amma. Overall ga directly proportional to n. (41) amma. In 41 amma, in the diagram ra, what is the reading of the spring balance amma? Spring balance ra, like take them rope ra, take them rope. In rope ra, we can find the tension ra, like this one. Here ra, angle value 30 ra, body mass ra 5 kg. Take them rope. This body mass ra like 2 kg. What is this weight ra? mg sin theta. mg sin 30 1 by 2. Era like ra 50 by 2 25. Here amma body weight amo 20 ra 2g 20. This side amo 25 ra, this side amo 20 ra. What is the net force? Already we know that acceleration is equal to net force by total mass ga. What is the net force amma? 25 minus 20 by total mass 5 plus 2 7. How much acceleration da? 5 by 7. But is asking the reading like a tension ga. Take them 2 kg body ra. This is the tension. Body moving upward ga. What is the net force ra? T minus 20 ga. T minus 20 is equal to MA. Era net force is equal to T minus 20 is equal to MA. Therefore, T is equal to 20 plus 2 into A value 5 by 7. That's why ra 20 plus ra 10 by 7. So 20 plus ra 1 point 30 means ra 7 fours like 21.4. 21.4 something ra we get 21.5 newtons like tension. (42) Three charges are placed at the vertices of the equilateral triangle. What is the force experienced at the vertex A in direction normal to the BC? What are the charges are placed here amma? Minus Q. This one name plus Q. This one name plus Q. But BC, this one is BC gara. BC ki vertical ga, normal ga, like in this direction da. In this direction da, what is the force is asking? Now listen. This one is positive gara. Positive ki repulsion, like this force ra. This one negative gara. Positive and negative ra, attraction. There are the two forces ra. But these two forces makes some angle gara. Resultant like this one ega. Whatever may be ra, that resultant like this one ega. Is there any force in this direction ra? No. Like the resultant force value is 0. On the normal to the BC ra. Normal to the BC ra, any forces are not there. That's why the value is 0. Next one, 43. In 43, there are the two resistors. Other one is the connected in parallel, having some battery. This value are 2 ohms, 4 ohms, and this value are 3 ohms. The network as shown in figure, the power dissipation in 3 ohms is 12 watts ra. Ingo, this one ra. Power value is how much ra? General ga V square by R ga. What is the power value given ra? 12. V square by R value 3. And V square value ra 36. Like V value 6 ra. In this one ra 6 volts. Like ra, this one and this one also 6 volts gara, parallel gara 6 volts. 6 volts ra, the both are in series gara. Voltage how to divide them ra? Like this one emo 2 volts, like this one emo 4 volts ra. Okay ra. How it is divided ra? Series la current value same gada. Current value same is I is equal to V by R gada. 2 by 2 1 no. 4 by 4 1 no. Current value same gara. That's why 6 is divides the 2 volts and 4 volts ra. But is asking the power dissipation into 4. That power is equal to V square by R ra. V square 16. R value 4. Like we get ra 4 watts. Now 45. Like this is the wave in oscillation ra. XT graph ra like wave. This value ra 0, 2, 4. This value amma 0.5 minus 0.5 is asking the velocity at 2 by 3 seconds. Velocity value amma at a time ra 2 by 3 seconds. Already we know that this is the sine wave ra. Starting from mean position gara, x is equal to a sine omega t. On differentiation number we get the velocity a sine theta value ra cos theta t coefficient omega. So a value amplitude value ra 0.5 and y 1 by 2. Omega 2 pi by t time period ga. What is the time period ra? Time taken for one complete oscillation how much ra? 4. Like time period value 4 cos omega value ra 2 pi by t 4 into how much time ra? 2 by 3 is given. 2 value cancel ra pi by 4 cos 2 2s are 4 cos pi by 3 cos 60 1 by 2. So that's why ra pi by 8 meter per second. Okay namma. So major models ra maybe 1 or 2 models are that is the lengthy models ra. Beyond that one syllabus ra. That's why amma you can try that amma. Right. Our next paper discussion tomorrow will continue ra. Thank you amma. Right. Okay. Thank you.